So, what is symbolism in literature? Symbolism is basically one literary device out of many literary devices that authors use in order to create images in their writing and therefore images in a reader's mind. So, symbolism is basically a literary device where authors take abstract ideas such as love, beauty, peace, and they convert those abstract ideas into physical objects. And so one example of this can be seen with the abstract idea of love. One way in which this could be symbolized into a physical object is through perhaps a rose. So something that authors often do once they have picked their symbol and they have made it clear to their readers that this is an important symbol in their story, they will often modify the physical object in order to indicate a shift in the abstract idea that they're trying to talk about. So for example, with the abstract idea of love, if the author writes about a rose blooming and they've established that this rose is supposed to represent love, perhaps then the author writing about that rose blooming is supposed to indicate that a connection is occurring between two characters within the story. If the author writes about that rose, that very same rose starting to wilt, that can indicate that a relationship between those two characters is going to end. If an author writes about those very same roses catching on fire, that can indicate many things, one of which is that relationship is over. So, what are some examples of symbolism that Renee Watson uses in her book, Piecing Me Together? One symbol that Renee uses often in her book is collaging, and she uses this physical object of collaging in order to represent the abstract idea of inner thoughts. And so whenever her main character, Jade, is feeling a certain way about something or has shifted her perspective in some way, instead of Renee explicitly telling readers this, she'll use the symbol of a collage and the images that Jade chooses to put on that collage in order to indicate Jade's inner thoughts, her stream of consciousness, and what she's thinking without explicitly saying that. And what this enables Watson to do is create a lot more images in her writing and makes it a lot easier for readers to imagine her story and the world that she's trying to create in her novel.